Good morning to you. Well, we all know the building industry is booming. Finding one of these blokes a builder is very hard at the moment. Well, we've got him for a few minutes this morning. We're going to give you a live demo on floating floorboards. But first, Brad, DIY taking off at the moment. What are the tools that we need?
Well, we actually went down to Bunnings and I just grabbed the 10 essential tools that I think are pretty useful. You got your circular saw, your impact driver and a standard drill. Now that's great for cutting any sort of frame timbers. That's actually an impact driver, really good for drilling in screws and decking and really punching that screw in. And that's for drilling out any type of hole you want, which is fantastic. And
this sort of brand's okay, is it? You don't need to spend the big bucks.
It's great. You don't need to spend the big bucks. As long as it does the job. If you're a DIYer, this stuff is fine.
Okay, what else have we got? Tape measure. We need one of those.
Tape measure. Very essential. You need to measure things. Hammers. Obviously, lots of range in hammers. You've got your hand saw for cutting. And when it comes to a level, it comes in different sizes, right up to the big boy over there. You've got a lead for all your power, good set of chisels. I mean, you don't have to spend a lot of money when it comes to chisels. As long as they're sharp, they're going to do the job.
Okay,
You've got your screwdriver set, and then when it comes to PPE, you need a first aid kit on hand. You've got your gloves, earmuffs and a good set of goggles.
That's important, isn't it, to stay safe? There are some jobs you shouldn't do as DIY.
That's it. I mean, when it comes to anything that you're not too sure on, especially when it comes to electrical and plumbing, always get the professional. Okay,
this is the bit I'm really excited about. This is our floating floorboard live demonstration. You can transform your own home. Tell us about these.
That's it. I mean, this stuff, it's a hybrid flooring. It's really good. I mean, you've got all different types of profiles, you've got colours. Comes with its own underlay. It's waterproof. And it's about, I think it's got a 20-year guarantee, which is fantastic. Now, this stuff you can actually pick up for about $60 for 2.5 square metres, which is incredible. You can do a room like this for not much money at all. Now, I'll show you how it goes in.
Okay.
So you come down here, we've already laid some here. These grooves here go into the groove here, so you've got your tongue and your groove. This point here actually clicks in. You can actually hear it click in. Once you've got it close to the end, you drop that board in, push it up, little tap, and it's in.
That's it, no tools at all?
No tools at all. Yep.
But you would need a saw, wouldn't you, to cut it?
That's the thing. When it comes to cutting, especially the ends, you know, a big tip is you cut the end board to whatever measurement, that offcut then goes at this end.
Okay,
now,
so
when you're cutting the boards, I do recommend using a drop saw because something like that will give you a nice fine straight cut.
And also you obviously have to take the skirting boards off first to make some room.
Yep.
And this is waterproof, so what sort of rooms could we do this in?
Pretty much any room you want. Now I wouldn't recommend doing it in bathrooms, but any other room, it's absolutely fine.
And you don't need to do that underlay, do you? Because it's already
No, it's already got the underlay. Now, another tip is always have a 10mm gap around the perimeter of your wall. Just allows for expansion and contraction, and then your skirting board goes over the top of that and finishes it all off.
All right, and this took no time at all, so I reckon...
No time at all.
I reckon you could do this definitely in a weekend for a few $100. And Karl, I know you're not that handy, but I reckon you might be able to do this one. What do you think?
Oh. Sorry, Says. What were you saying?
Exactly.
No, I'm only joking.
Tim's
I love that
notes.
stuff.
You were looking perplexed.
Does the tongue go in the groove? Is that what the...
That's,
Yes.
yeah, you got it.
You two just get experts.
Got it.
Okay.
Thanks,
For
Brad.
everyone's safety, get experts.
That's great advice.
Thank you, Sarah. That was great.
Awesome.
Well, still to come, the awesome foursome record breakers, the ladies proving